You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. The NBA is no stranger to rivalries, but some feuds refuse to die. On a tense night in Phoenix, emotions exploded, tempers flared, and two of the league's most polarizing figures collided once again. LeBron James, Dillon Brooks, a hard foul, heated words, and now a brutal quote that has the entire basketball world talking. This is not just trash talk. This is personal. And tonight we break down everything: the altercation, the history, the comments, and what this means for the NBA moving forward. Before the NBA briefly paused to make room for the NBA Cup, the Los Angeles Lakers traveled to Phoenix to face the Suns in what was already shaping up to be a highly charged matchup. Just days earlier, the Suns had embarrassed the Lakers, without their star players in the lineup. No Devin Booker. No full-strength roster. And yet, they still walked away with a statement win. When Sunday night arrived, the Lakers came in hungry. They wanted revenge. And when Devin Booker returned to the lineup, the intensity skyrocketed. Repeat button revenge game energy. Lakers under pressure. The Lakers knew what was at stake. A loss wouldn't just be another mark in the standings. It would be another dent in pride. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and company understood that this was a game they had to win. And yes, they ultimately did. But it wasn't clean. It wasn't easy. And it definitely wasn't peaceful. Because once Dillon Brooks stepped onto the floor, calm went out the window. Faced with steam from knows the history. LeBron James versus Dillon Brooks. This wasn't a random confrontation. LeBron James and Dillon Brooks share a long, complicated history. From playoff battles to regular season trash talk, Brooks has never shied away from poking the bear. In fact, he's built part of his NBA identity on being the villain, the agitator who thrives on getting under superstars' skin. And LeBron, he doesn't forget. Every previous encounter added fuel to this fire. Sunday night was simply the next chapter. Collision the moment it all exploded. Midway through the second quarter, with 3:30 remaining, tensions finally boiled over. LeBron James drove into the lane. Dillon Brooks stood his ground. The collision was hard. James ran directly into Brooks, knocking the Suns' guard to the floor. Bodies hit hardwood. Whistles blew. And suddenly, every eye in the arena was locked on the two men. Words were exchanged. Stares were locked. You could feel it. This wasn't basketball anymore. Flushed faced the aftermath. Benches watched closely. Players rushed in. Officials stepped between them. For a brief moment, it felt like the situation could spiral. But the referees restored order. The game went on. Yet the energy never cooled. Because what happened next didn't take place on the court. It happened after the final buzzer. Microphone Dillon Brooks breaks his silence. Following the game, Dillon Brooks was asked directly about the incident with LeBron James. And he didn't hold back. Brooks said, "I guess he's a social media junkie. He be all over the socials. He thinks that people should think a certain way about him, play a certain way. I'm not going to play that way." That alone was enough to light the internet on fire. But Brooks wasn't finished. "Fire, I wish we let him shoot it." The line that went viral. Brooks continued, "So he gets in his moods or his modes or whatever it is. I'm all for that. I wish we would have let him shoot that shot. And that S***T would have been an airball." That quote, instantly viral. NBA Twitter exploded. Fans took sides. Some praised Brooks for his fearlessness. Others slammed him for disrespecting one of the greatest players of all time. But everyone was talking. brain what Dillon Brooks really meant. To understand Brooks' comments, you have to understand who he is. Dillon Brooks has never tried to be liked. He thrives on disrupting stars, playing psychological games, embracing the villain role. Calling LeBron a social media junkie wasn't random, it was strategic. Brooks was attacking the brand, not just the player. Crown LeBron James. Icon, brand, target. LeBron James isn't just a basketball player, he's a global icon. A billionaire. A media powerhouse. Everything he does, on or off the court, is analyzed, shared, and debated. And players like Dillon Brooks know this. Provoking LeBron guarantees attention. And in today's NBA, attention is power. Mobile phone social media reaction. NBA fans divided. Within minutes, the clip and quote spread across every platform. Fans reacted instantly. Brooks lives rent-free in LeBron's head. You don't disrespect the GOAT like that. And this is why the NBA is entertaining. Former players chimed in. Analysts debated. The altercation became bigger than the game itself. Puzzle piece: did the incident affect the game? Despite the chaos, the Lakers held on and secured the win. LeBron delivered when it mattered. But make no mistake, Brooks succeeded in what he does best. He disrupted rhythm. He created noise. He shifted focus. And sometimes that's enough. Trophy NBA rivalries. Why we can't look away. Moments like this are why fans love the NBA. Not just the highlights. Not just the stats. But the emotion. The grudges. The personalities. LeBron versus Brooks isn't about skill, it's about pride. Crystal ball: what happens next? These two teams will meet again. And when they do, you can guarantee cameras will be ready, whistles will be quick, emotions will be high, because this feud is far from over. Dillon Brooks said what many wouldn't dare to say. LeBron James absorbed it, as he always does. This moment wasn't about who won the argument. It was about identity, a villain challenging a king. And in the NBA, that story never gets old. If you enjoyed this deep breakdown of one of the NBA's most heated moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And tell us in the comments, was Dillon Brooks right, or did he cross the line? Because in basketball, drama is part of the game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.